Hey everyone, if you want the quick version of what's new in CSA W47.1 for 2025, you're in the right place. I'm here to break down the changes and what they mean for you as a welding professional, so let's get right to it. First off, the overall scope and how the standard is administered, no change there. Here's the good news. If you're already CWB certified, you don't need to recertify. These changes are about making things clearer, bringing the standard in line with automation, and reflecting how welding is actually done on the shop floor today. Let's talk robots. The 2025 update spells out exactly what robotic welding process, robotic welding operator, and robotic welding programmer mean, including both classic and collaborative robots. If you're a robotic welding operator, you just run the system by loading or unloading the parts and running production. If you're a robotic welding programmer, you write or make any changes to the program under new or approved welding procedures. And that old robotic welding loader title? Gone. If you're programming the robot, there's now a specific qualification path that gets you an FW classification that's transferable and valid for 2 years by performing a test on a standard test assembly. Alternate test assemblies are an option, but those qualifications stick with you for good, just not transferable. Robotic welding operators, here's a heads up. Your previous qualifications won't carry forward under the new edition of the standard. Companies will need to make sure folks are qualified as robotic welding programmers where it applies. On to welding of sheet steel material. Annex J has some updated scope to better identify the qualification range for the structural members and the sheet steel, better organized tables, and now you can continue to test on standard or alternate test assemblies. Welder check testing continues to be every 2 years, but no changes to the intent of testing requirements or for the welding operators. For welding of stainless steel materials, Annex K now clearly sets the minimum thickness to be welded at 3 mm, not 2 mm. More clarity on test ranges, improved figures, and continues to have the same requirements for check testing every 2 years. Welding operators only retest if needed. Welding of stainless steel materials with thickness less than 3 mm will continue to be addressed by Annex J with no changes. And a few other changes. Figure 8 allows a root opening of 8 mm for the GTAW process for all welding positions. Annex E introduced new clarifications for the equivalent materials accepted for impact toughness testing, also known as CVN testing. Annex E also revised a table with requirements for the energy and temperature to the reduced size specimens. Annex H continues to specify the same testing requirements with a small improvement to allow extraction of specimens from Figure 23 after the macro etch testing is completed. Annex M, that was embraced by the marine industry since the last edition, is improved with small changes to better be in line with class societies and accepted by them. The test assembly for performance qualification of welders and welding operators allows an open root tolerance for option 2. More clarity, less confusion, and smoother compliance.